Welcome to Elevate with Brigitte. I'm your host, Brigitte Adofu Ejapon. I am a motivator, life coach, author, and personal development enthusiast. Last week, I shared the power of self-reflection. Now, in today's episode, let's learn, discover, and experience how to move forward from reflection to action. You know something? Reflection is a powerful tool, but only when you know how to turn your reflection into action. Many people reflect, but they don't implement because they feel maybe it is not necessary. They don't see the essence of reflection. But in today's episode, I'd love to tell you the importance and how to do it. To continue, I will be sharing something with you, and I know maybe you are experiencing something like that. But let's do this. What is passive self reflection? These are two different types of reflection, passive and active self reflection. So, passive self reflection is when you process your thoughts and emotion without actively seeking insights or solution. This is where you sit down, reflect, oh, I need to do this, but you don't do anything. It often happens unconsciously, like when your brain push you to your past experience while doing some routine. Yeah, sometimes maybe you'll be doing some laundering and it's like your mind take you back to some reflection. Yeah, and then because you are doing something, you are not able to write it down or something like that. That is passive reflection. So let's go to active self reflection. So, active self reflection is where you structure your process of examining your thoughts, emotions, and behavior to gain insight and growth. So, when we say the active is when you decided that now I am going to reflect, but the passive is maybe when you are doing something, maybe listening to a podcast, and a podcast like Elevate with Brigitte, they ask you question and your mind cast you reflect on some things that you did or some things you need to change. But because you are not actively like doing those self reflection, you don't jot down things, you don't note down things that you think you can change and then you work on it. So that is the passive. So I will be sharing you more about it. But also there's another thing people often think between self-reflection and overthinking. Yeah, so overthinking, sometimes you sit down. Mostly overthinking comes when you are in trouble or you feel like things didn't go on your way. It normally moves to the negative side. But overthinking can be self-reflection if you take action. So the main difference is the action aspect. But with overthinking also you are worried, you may face anxiety, you are nervous, those kind of things, those kind of emotions, bad wave around you. You feel like I could have done something. Sometimes maybe something happened between you and your friend, and you are blaming yourself, thinking deeply, why did I do this? This is not self reflection. Self reflection with the positive side, it helps you to be aware of yourself for the change. You don't blame yourself when things go on. When you do blame, you think you are thinking, you are reflecting, and you blame yourself. It is not self reflection. So, what you have to know about self reflection, what you have to know about self reflection is that you have to ask yourself, what keep coming up in my reflection? Yeah, there are certain things when you sit down, you think it's like each day when you reflect, you think about it every time. So what are the things? Examine yourself. What are the things you often say to yourself when you are doing self reflection? It pops out every day. And are your thoughts controllable? Are you able to control it? And what are the things you can do? And what are the things you cannot do for a change? Yeah, so you have to assess yourself with those kind of things and know that okay, then it means that there is a change underway that I need to bring to my life. Now, let's move on to the step-by-step way to turn your reflection into action. First of all, choose an insight you love or you would like to reflect on. It can be your emotion, your thoughts, your behavior, your attitude. Yeah, so you have to know the type of thing you want to reflect on. This will help you to develop questions that can help you to succeed, that can help you to move forward with your self reflection. What is your clear action you think you can do? Now, after reflecting, you know that, okay, I am bad at this habit. Then I need change. I need change to improve on my habits and decide why you want to implement it. Is it going to bring any change to you? What will you gain when you improve on that behavior, that attitude, action, that goal? What will you gain? Will you actually gain something? Yes. Will you actually gain something? Then track all your progress. With this, you need to get a book to write all your thoughts. Okay, I am this. I don't like this. You write it down in your journal or your notebook so that you can track all the progress and start a plan that I am going to work for change. You can bring in accountability partners who can guide you, who can guide your way for you to move forward with your life, for you to move forward with your life. So, with the help of Brigitte Media, a digital marketing agency for personal development brands, we have a one-page website. Maybe we'll turn it into a two-page. Yeah, for one-page website filled with downloadable discuss on this podcast. It's some of them date back to 2 years ago, 3 years, a year ago, even this year. So this year, the last season, the downloadable or resource we did was visualize. That's visualize and fill. Visualize and fill is an infographic that can help you to visualize your dream, your goal, and materialize it. And also, we are working on an ebook to also help you out. But what I need from you is that continue to listen to Elevate with Brigitte. Subscribe, follow the show on whatever listening app you are listening to the show on, whether Spotify, Amazon Music, TuneIn, Player FM, Pocket Cast. Listen to it, review on it, Audible, Alexa. Do all the things where you think you listen to the podcast. You can share your rates, you can share your review, share it there. And also, on this same one page we have created, you can even send your questions, send your reviews by sending your information in the contact form. Yeah. And also, one thing on this page is that if, let's say, you are facing a challenge and you want a question to be answered, you can send a recording and then we'll play it or we'll add it and then we'll try to solve it for you on this podcast. Yeah, if you enjoyed this show, you enjoyed this episode, I want you to help others by sharing this episode on your socials, sharing this episode wherever you find your network, rate and follow the show, and see you in the next episode.